under international law, it is Putin who is right. Kiev's fight for its territorial integrity cannot supersede the sovereignty of the will of a persecuted population to secede from Kiev's tyranny. But first remember when a 60-kilometer column of Russian tanks got to Kiev in 2022 and sat outside the capital for 2 months, yet they could have just rolled in, taken the presidency and parliament, and declared Ukraine's leaders overthrown in 1 day. But instead they just withdrew after sitting for 2 months outside Kiev, and they have instead fiercely defended the annexed territories in the east so strongly that almost 1 million Ukrainian soldiers have died trying to break Russia's defenses in vain for almost 3 years. And Ukraine has not made any meaningful military advance for those 3 years now. The question is, does all that look like Putin wanting to take Ukraine? Or was it all that just Biden propaganda? If Putin hadn't launched the special military operation, what do you think Ukraine soldiers would be doing to this day against the separatist population? Building peace and development? Or slaughtering this particular population in a festival of blood? I repeat, under international law, Kiev's fight for the territorial integrity of Ukraine cannot supersede the sovereignty of the will of a persecuted people to secede from Kiev's tyranny. That is why Ukraine's claim of fighting for its territorial integrity can be ruled as actually baseless under international law, and Russia is actually right. It's time for Kiev to simply leave the separatist populations alone, and the war would end immediately. And it's time for the global south to come out from under Biden and EU's litany of lies, sanctions and disinformation against the Russian Federation, its people and its duly elected leader. Thank you.
The principle of territorial integrity cannot supersede the sovereignty of the will of a persecuted population to secede from Kiev's tyranny, especially when Kiev is fighting to reclaim regions whose population it wants to slaughter. Again,